noticed like KSI Jake Paul has been making a lot of noise in boxing, and that rivalry between Jake and KSI doesn't seem to really be going away. And how do you think a fight between them would maybe play out? And do you think because Jake Paul has been having a lot of professional fights, maybe KSI would need a couple of tune-up fights leading up to it?
Well, it just all depends on who he's with and who he's training with. I mean, a lot of times our fighters don't have tune-up fights. Once you make this your profession, you have as an athlete or as a coach, you learn how to train people to get prepared for the moment, whether they have a tune-up fight or not, right? So it really just boils down to him putting himself in the right situation with the right camp, with the right people, and them developing him up for that moment, for that fight. I think Logan Paul has done some of that. I think Jake Paul has committed a little bit more because I've seen him really commit to the boxing. And so he's shown a lot, fought a lot more than at this point. I think the biggest issue that he may have is fight a guy like KSI. He's not your orthodox fighter. He's not going to come at you in lines. He's going to come at you from all different angles and throw punches from all different angles. Yeah. And that's harder for you to be defensive to, especially if you've been trained for organized boxing. You kind of get the combination down 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 overhand, right? You know, you start to learn. But when you deal with a guy like KSI, you don't know where that punch is coming from. It may look like it's going to be a 1, but it might end up being a 3. Yeah. So something that he has to deal with a guy who's not necessarily the traditional boxing style.
Yeah, and overall, with you being obviously a longtime veteran and experienced professional in not just the boxing space, but just athletically, do you think that the entire dynamic of YouTubers or celebrities and these kind of fights are good or bad for boxing?
I think it's good. I mean, here's the reason why I think it's good. I know a lot of sincere boxing fans and athletes don't like it.
Yeah.
The reality of it is sports in general is not just about the sport. It's also entertainment, right? So what these individuals are doing is bringing a certain form of entertainment and more views to the sport, right? I even have one of my I call him my nephew. He's really like my god. He was visiting me last week, and he's like, "Dad," he said, "Uncle Larry, Jake Paul is the best boxer in boxing." In his mind, Jake Paul is the best.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people in the internet world or social media, they believe Jake Paul is the best as well. But that's because he's bringing views to the sport.
Yeah.
And I can't knock the opportunity to bring more views to what we do. The one thing that I can honestly say that has impressed me with Jake Paul is the fact that I've seen him try to get back to the sport with him giving a portion of his purse away. If I'm not mistaken, in one fight, I think it was the last $1 million of his own purse away to make sure the other boxers on the card paid.
Yeah.
That's not something everybody is doing. And so I have to applaud him, his effort in trying to give back to the sport in that arena.